Hey friends, Dane with Import Image, and on today's video we are going to be talking about COBB Tuning's offerings for shifting components. We'll start with what is new, well newer, talking about the components for the 15 to 25 WRX. So this piece is called the shift plate. It's weighted. There is a factory unit that's on the car, but it's not as heavy as this is. And also, one thing that I really like about the COBB shift plate compared to other aftermarket brands is that this piece is where the cable rides, so this is where the actual throw will come from. So you have the option to adjust your throw based on how it feels. Whereas most of the aftermarket options is just one stud fixed into place. Well, with COBB, you can kind of fine tune yours a little bit more. So I think that's an excellent selling point for this piece. So if you are doing a short shifter kit in your 15 plus WRX, the COBB shifter plate is definitely a solid one to look for. COBB also offers the shifter bushing, which this piece is nice because it won't degrade like your factory rubber piece will. And this is kind of one of those things to do while you're there. If you're doing a short shift kit, might as well, it makes sense, and it's cheap. So this shifter bushing is made from an IGUS polymer plastic. So what in the world is that? So it's a corrosion-resistant material that requires no lubrication. I think it's safe to say that COBB Tuning is the only folks that is using that for that kind of compound for this type of product. So another way that COBB's innovating, this is awesome. Moving on, shift knobs. COBB offers a couple different options for not only fitment, but also finish. These are the Delrin knobs, and they have an aluminum boss that's fixed into place here where it screws onto the actual shifter itself. I really like the Delrin stuff just because on hot summer days, especially like places here in Florida, this will not melt your hand when you touch it in the summer. So this is a nice upgrade to do. It's kind of, again, one of those things to do while you're there if you're planning on a short shifter kit for your car. And the quality and finish on these is excellent. The Delrin material, it's not like super heavyweight, but it has a nice feel to it. It's, you know, it's a thick knob, COBB's thick knob. Moving on. So another cool thing about these is that COBB recently started offering replacement trim rings for the shift knob and the reverse lockout for STIs. So that's pretty cool. These come in a few different colors as well too, so just another way that you can personalize your car that much more. And then, one thing that I really like that COBB makes is this double adjustable short shifter. So this piece is really neat because just like with the shifter plate, COBB allows you to fine tune how the feel is with this. That being said, there are these 3 screws right here that basically sandwich this rod into place. Loosen these up and you can move the height of the rod that can change the throw that you'll get. So this is nice because, like I said, it completely allows you to customize the feel of your short shifting experience. So that in its own is a win. Pair that with the front and rear shifter bushing combo for folks in 02 to 14 WRXs, 4 to 21 STI land, and that's a solid package to go with that simply works. So if you have a 02 to 07 WRX and you are looking to get one of these short shifters, you will need to measure this, which is the shifter fork on your factory setup. If this is a 1.155 inch width, you need the narrow barrel, or if it is a 1.435 inch, you will need the wide barrel. So do your due diligence and check that out before you place an order, just so that way you don't have to worry about returning nothing. These are just a few of the awesome products that COBB makes. There are more, but just to get the gist out, definitely choose and think about using COBB Tuning for these kinds of products, because a few things that you can expect out of COBB Tuning is great fitment, great finish, and their customer support is out of this world. So also, COBB does offer the military discount. So if you are currently active or prior military, first responder, law enforcement, you do qualify for that 15% discount. Send us a message on the website with your credentials and we can get you set up. And like everything else, these are all available on importimageracing.com. So if you're looking for parts, especially COBB tuning, holler at us. We'll get you fixed up. Thanks for watching.